What's going on, guys? Welcome to Rabbit's Used Cars. I know what you're thinking. Damn, Rob, where's all the cars at? Because I sold them all, that's why. So we're having a film with the gas station vibe right now. Don't worry, we have more cars coming in, kids. So this story really took a turn, and it's so funny how things play out. I get cars offered to me nonstop. You got to think street rods, hot rods, muscle cars, and the popularity on YouTube and social media and things like that. People just offer you things that are just blow my mind still, some of these cars. And then some of them are like, why the hell are you sending me this? But I appreciate all the leads. I have literally 2/3 of the world helping me spend my money, which is insane. We had a car come through for a brief moment of time, hence why we're not filming with it, just last week, that was really a neat car. So it was a 1937 Ford convertible. And I know the first thing you're thinking, street rods aren't that popular. This is a little different. This is a celebrity-owned car. I can't say who the celebrity was because I was damn near sworn not to say. The man that bought it knows who it was. Name's on the back of the title. Let's just say this guy's not doing as good as the internet makes him out to be. And he had to thin the herd a little bit. And he's not a YouTuber. I'll give you that. This car comes available. 6-figure build. Every top-end part you could buy for this thing, it had it. ZZ4 crate motor, glove leather, inside and out in the trunk, no corners cut anywhere, bottom looked like the top, just all tubular suspension stuff, big brakes, just a great car, a very high quality build, attention to detail second to none. Gorgeous waterfall center console, leather wrap dash. Even the bows in the top were chrome plated. I mean, just hards cloth top. I mean, just a gorgeous car, redder than a fox's ass, built specialty wheels. I mean, just check, just everything. And I know street rods are a little soft right now. Street rods are touch and go. And the thing that was really funny, when this car was offered to me, there was 3 other 37 Fords, all bright red, for sale within a 100-mile radius of me. Now, none of them are quite as nice as this car. But the thing you got to ask yourself when buying a car like this, well, damn, if they can't sell their 3, and I've got the most expensive one by far in the bunch, how can I sell it? And you'll psych yourself out. And I've done this in the past, well, if they can't sell it. And this is something that I push to you guys that are flipping and selling. It's important to see what's around you and see what's selling and see what other people are selling. But don't be discouraged to take on a car just because they can't sell it. Usually there's a reason they can't sell it. And remember, when you can buy an item that costs hundreds of thousands or $100,000 to build, plus for half, maybe even a little less, that's a wise buy. And the thing is, there's an ass for every seat. You just got to get your car in front of the right person. And so you can't be discouraged because, just like the old saying, you make your money when you buy it, not when you sell it. That was a well-bought car because I'll be honest with you. Yeah, it was the most expensive of all the other 3 37 Fords, but it was also by far the nicest. As soon as I bought it, I threw a picture up in my Instagram story and on the Facebooks, everybody's on their phone like, oh my God, they're jumping in my inbox. What you asking for at Ford? I got mine I'm trying to sell. Had a guy call me, I don't even know who the he was. Called me up and says, hey, I got 2 for sale, what are you asking for yours? And I told him. Hell, it's not, secret knowledge or anything like that. Well, good luck. He said, we've had these forever. Here's what it is. Threw it on the internet. It was online for 1 day, like 23 hours. I actually stuck it online on a Saturday morning. I get a guy in my inbox at 7 a.m. Very first person to reply to that said, I am looking for a car like this to take my wife cruising on Route 66 this summer coming. And I said, well, it's a great car. It's got 2,500 miles on the entire build. It's professionally built. And, just screams West Coast. Very high-end car. Very high-end car for right here in South Carolina. We build great cars, but this is next level stuff. I'll put this in the category with my Bandit Trans Am and things of that nature. And this isn't a cheap car. The man said, is it really a nice car? I said, it's a great car. I'll be honest with you, bud. If anybody in the world can tell you if one's nice, I'm probably going to be your guy. And, we got talking back and forth a little bit. He said, you sell a lot of cars? I said, about 100 a year. And he goes, man, about 100 a year, yeah. And I said, tell you what. He said, man, I don't know. He said, I want it. I know I want a car like this. He said, I'm just like, I'm 7 hours away and I'm this and this. I said, I tell you what. It's Sunday morning. I'm going to be in Greenville. I was down at the lake. I'm going to be in Greenville, this afternoon. Hop in a car. It's definitely worth seeing. And if you ever have any question, I said, and you just wonder if I know how to call a good car, so just Google my name. Literally straight up, just look me up. About 30 minutes goes by, my phone rings again. It's that guy. He goes, I'm hooking my car trailer to my truck now. He goes, hilarious. I'll see you in a little bit. Call me when you're about an hour out. Fast forward, I get a guy calls on my little 69 Corvette coming down from Knoxville, Tennessee. So I'm gonna be there about 5 o'clock. I said, buddy, come on down. I'll see you there. So he's coming down from Knoxville. This man's coming from nowhere, Alabama. They both pull in the drive, literally within 2 minutes of each other. And I already had a couple friends here and we were BSing. I had a couple other little things I had to take care of. They're like, what are you gonna do? You got this guy over here, looking at the Corvette. You got a guy literally at Ford was sitting right here. And he goes, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna sell them both? I said, watch and learn, kids. Man walks over to the Corvette, and he's a Corvette Black Book. He's got his flashlight. He's got a moving blanket where he can crawl under. It's a 52,000 mile one owner car. There's no excuses to be made for it. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna let that guy look at that car and he can check numbers and look at things to his little heart's content. Because I promise you, every flaw on that Corvette, you can see within a foot away of it. Other than minuscule little scratches and just normal wear and tear for a 52,000 mile car, it's immaculate. No excuses to be made. That's buying good cars. You make your money when you buy it. My 37 Ford, it's the finest in the country and was owned by a very well-known celebrity. He spent gigabucks to build probably one of the baddest street rods in the Southeast that now I own. That didn't start life in the Southeast, by the way. It's a transplant. This man walks over, he goes, that thing is absolutely gorgeous. And I said, I ain't gonna tell you no lies, bud. She's a great car. Reached in, hit the switch, old ZZ4 fired right up. This thing just rattles the ground. He's like, man, look at that leather. I mean, the smell of leather just take your head off inside it. And he's just back and forth. He's walking around. He goes, I'll take it. I'm sold. I said, good enough. I said, see that door right there? First door to the right. Pop a squat in a white chair. I'll be right in. Walked over, checked on my guy on the vet. He's over here wallowing in the floor, checking the tread depth of the damn spare tire. And he's like, man, this thing is as original as it gets. I said, they don't get much better, bud, than that. It's only original once. He goes, you got that right. And he's got his wife holding a flashlight and he's crawling around, army style, under it, just checking everything out. I said, tell you what, I'm gonna let you guys be. I need to take care of this guy right quick. Walk in that door, 10 minutes in and out. He's backing his car out, loading it on the car trailer. I walk back over and my C4 Vet's sitting there, and probably one of my favorite things to do when selling a Corvette. I have sold more Corvettes because of that junky ass C4 Corvette I own. My 88 35th anniversary, the one I sat in when I was 9 years old. I have told that story, and I've sold more Corvettes from that $6,500 damn Corvette. And I'm talking about not other $6,500 Corvettes. I've sold mid-years, bumper cars, hell, first-gen Corvettes, everything because of that piece of shit, which we'll talk about at a later date, that I love, by the way. Hell, I just hop up on the hood of it. I'm just sitting there on it, just, feet kicking back and forth. He's over here just going over it. I mean, he's got a little mirror, going behind things and looking. Look your ass off, bud. You know, and he's like, man, bought new, and I mean, one owner car, bought new right here in downtown Greenville. All kinds of documentation backing it up. I mean, the car it's not perfect, but it's nice and it's original. And we start talking about the astronauts. You know, of course, 1969, July of 1969 to be exact, when they put a man on the moon. Chevrolet or General Motors gave Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin both a brand new Corvette. Neil Armstrong picked out a gold Vette. Buzz had a white, blue inside, the twin to that car with red lines on it. America. So anyway, we thought, man, really, Google it. It's worth a look. It's neat. You know, it's not his car, but it's one just like it. And man, this and that, got talking. He said, what's the deal with that old thing? You know, talking about my C4. And I tell him the story. Abraham Chevrolet, 1988. Black tile floors, red neon lights, 9 years old, chubby kid, tank top, jams. You know, just boom, 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 boom. And they're just like, and this is the car I sat in. And I said, I'll be honest with you. Literally the worst car I've ever owned in my life. Hands down. High school days and all. It squeaks, it pops, it rattles. It runs good. Much past that, it's questionable. But I said, I love it because I love Corvettes. And this is going to be his first Corvette. And he's researched and he's studied. And I said, buddy, I want to tell you something about Corvettes. I said, if you ever own one, you'll have one to the day you die. It's just how it works. And Corvette people come two ways. Either love them or hate them. The end. This car right here, I said, like, I love bumper Vettes. I've had a half a dozen of them. But that's not my generation. I appreciate that car because of what it is. But I didn't sit in that car at 9 years old. I sat in this one. By being born in the wrong decade, I have a strange love affair for shitbox Corvettes. But a Corvette nonetheless. Still Corvette in every sense of the word. And he goes, man, that's an awesome story. And I said, the thing is, can you imagine the stories that you're going to tell riding your 69 Corvette? Sold. Walked him to the office. Keep in mind, all my friends are sitting on the Cadillac couch over here just across, and they're just like, I brag about being a good salesman. And I'm a good talker. I've always been a good talker. God knows. We got enough YouTube plaques in there to kind of show that I'm pretty good at talking. But I love when the cars sell themselves. As soon as that man saw that 37 Ford, I knew within 5 seconds of him walking through that door, he was going to buy that car. I mean, there's no excuses to be made. You made your money when you bought it. I bought the best damn 37 Ford around. Those other three are still sitting there. You know why? Because they're not. If I wanted those, I'd have bought them. Came in, out the door. I mean, the damn motor was still warm when it left. 69 Vette, 52,000 miles, one owner, super story. One family-owned car since day one. Bought new. Rex Osteen Chevrolet, downtown Greenville. Making money when you buy it. There's not another one here. Period. That nice. Yeah, those are nicer 69 Vettes. Hands down. They've been frame off restored. This one hasn't. This one, you know, the bolts that were tightened on the assembly line, that's still the same bolts that ain't been touched. Loves it. Corvette with a story. It's headed to Knoxville, Tennessee now. That's the name of the game. I love it when you see that little look in their eye, that sparkle. I love that because you're not selling a car to another guy. I'll drive this thing for a year or two. I'm going to flip it. Guy in 37 Ford, going to make memories of a lifetime. Can you imagine cruising the entire Route 66 going across the country in a 6-figure car, which he bought for way less than that, a 6-figure car, hot rod, custom built. I'm talking about people dream of stuff like that. That guy in Knoxville, Tennessee is going to be talking about his 69 Corvette, one owner car. He's the second owner of a car that's 52 years old. That's in that kind of shape. That from 5 feet away you would think was fully restored. Every car's got a story. So those stories help sell them a little bit. Sometimes car just sells itself and hey, I'm just along for the ride. Guys, we'll catch you next time at Rabbit's Used Cars. Quit that fucking squirming. You'll make me hold you down like a little piglet. Just oil you up.